Good afternoon. You're listening to WVBN, reporting from around the world. It was from the Vatican City that we learned of further rumors concerning the Seychelles, with rumors suggesting that the Diocese of Port Victoria had lost contact with the Vatican. The British territory had previously been the subject of much speculation concerning advanced Morgana research, and some have suggested their efforts there may be to blame. Argentina announced the proposal of a South American free trade zone, backed by their Morgana benefactors. Both the United States and Great Britain responded with a denouncement as a hostile subversion of the nation, and Chile in particular announced that any friends of Argentina would become enemies of Chile. No other nations have so far responded. In China, a secretive meeting was held between the Japanese authorities and the Kuomintang in Hong Kong. The Dutch East Indies received word that the United States would be unable to cover an extensive order they had placed months ago to bolster their military and the security of the colony. British and French diplomats advised them to seek out Japan, who had shown great strides towards doing goodwill in the region. Furthermore, the DEI had access to a great reserve of natural resources that Japan had been eyeing up for some time, and improving their economic partnership would likely stave off the need to invade the colony. To that end, an envoy consisting of a number of DEI vessels sailed to Japan bearing gifts, where the Belle of Congo was the first to meet the Belle of HRMS Java. In less fortunate news for the Dutch, a number of Luftwaffe aircraft and German U-boats began interdiction of Dutch shipping in response to their formal joining of the Allies. Allied troops nevertheless managed to make it to the Netherlands and begin reconstruction assistance. The Narvik invasion by the Allies began to formalize their rules of engagement concerning the Norwegian Navy. A combined force of British and French vessels would sail to the nation to secure their objectives, and any Norwegian vessels that wished to avoid bloodshed would be allowed to leave under INPF flag to any port. Spain launched its desperate attack against starvation, who had been bringing famine to the island of Mallorca. Desperate civilians had volunteered to spring a trap against the Morgana in her den, sacrificing their small boats and lives when a Morgana torpedo spread revealed the location of the demons. Velasco, Galicia, and Canarias emerged from behind the civilian vessels and opened fire on the now revealed Morgana. Gunfire ripped the Morgana submarines open, and Starvation herself was spotted fleeing the battle. Galicia stayed behind to rescue survivors, while Velasco and Canarias carefully navigated south, deftly avoiding the mines that the Morgana had become so fond of. Starvation limped back to the Cabrera archipelago to lick her wounds, but found only the two Bells, eager to exact revenge. The Spanish kept the Morgana on the ropes for hours, until she was forced to surface, right under Canarias. Though Canarias suffered some damage, it was nothing compared to Starvation, who was ripped in half like a bleeding bull. Triumphant, the Spanish Bells returned for repairs and celebration. This has been WVBN from around the world.